Hello everyone and welcome to Atlabs. I am Mohini and today this tutorial is about all the wild things that people are doing with the new Google image model Nano Banana. Things like the ability to do this. This video, a deep dive breakdown of all the coolest things I've seen people doing with Nano Banana, like 30 use cases just with Nano Banana. So, this is going to be a rapid, quick video of all the possibilities. So, let's get started. So, let's begin with our use cases. First of all, once you have logged in and signed up, this is a start from scratch story that I've picked up. We'll just add certain scenes to try multiple outputs. And let's say I picked one image which I want to try. So let's say the first use case is let's blend images. So all you have to do is upload one image, go to the edit option. There are multiple image edit options models here. We have to right now work on the Nano Banana. So let's select that one and write your prompt, which is put these people together where I would like to choose Beyonce. So put these people together during a fancy concert show on stage taking a selfie together. And you have the base image, you have the reference image, just click on generate. And our output is here. They both are there in the concert. There's Beyonce, there's the reference image taking a selfie. Pretty good, right? And moving on to our next image, which is this. I want to remove people, and Nano Banana is really good with removing people from the images. Okay, so we'll just type a prompt here, remove all the people in the background, and just click on generate. And ta-da! It has removed all the people from the background, and you'll see that everything else is just intact. This was the image that we gave, and this is the one that got generated. Nice, pretty good. Now we can define all the photos in our library to make the perfect display picture. All right, this is our third image. And along with people, Nano Banana is really good with removing objects also from the image. So this is our base image. Let's write a prompt. Using a provided image of the art street, please remove the white cars from the scene. So let's see how it goes. All right, so since we mentioned only the white cars, this was the image. There were two white cars and it removed the white cars. So this is how the image now looks like. Let's just try, please remove all the cars from the scene and click on generate. And we have a very clear picture of the art street. This is a Lodhi art street in Delhi. And you see all the cars have just gone. They are not there anymore. No existence. Pretty well. Nice. Okay, moving on to our next image. So this is our next image. Let's try replacing the objects. So right now she has a white cup in her hand and let's just change it into a basketball. So replace the white cup in the person's hand with a basketball. That's our prompt and just click on generate. And I'm hoping that it'll just completely nicely have the hands holding the basketball so that it looks pretty good. So we'll just see how the output, and yeah, it has replaced and kind of, it is kind of holding the basketball also pretty well. Doesn't look that fake. Decent. Like nobody would know that there was a cup earlier and now there's a basketball. So pretty job. Now let's use the same image. I've used the same image and try changing the location. So I've selected the image. Let's just say that put the person holding a basketball in the audience section at the basketball court and just click on generate. And the person is holding the basketball in the audience section at the basketball court. Pretty well, huh? Looks nice and it looks so realistic. Just that the basketball is in her hand and I don't know what the players are playing with. But yeah, okay, whatever. So moving on, let's just try changing the camera angle. So let me try with the same image. So I've chosen the same image, which was this, and let's try changing the angle of this image. So we'll write change the camera angle so that it's looking at the person from the side and just click on generate. All right, output is pretty well. This is what got generated. It is looking at the camera angle is looking at the person from the side. Nice, decent. Now I think it'll be very helpful for even like making camera angle from for different shots of the same scene. All right, let's try a professional headshot. So I've taken one of my self-clicked picture and let's write the prompt, make a professional studio quality headshot of this person. Keep the face and hair intact. That will help keeping the consistency by just mentioning it and just click on generate. We'll see how professional and what kind of quality comes by. And this is what got generated. Pretty sharp, like really nice. I don't know why did it change my clothes because it was silver, but I mean the expression is intact, the hair is exactly the same, everything is same. I like the tattoo also got highlighted, and it has given a quite decent background. So I think it'll be really helpful also for like thumbnails and everything to get that sharp photos, and I really like the output. Let's try creating a full shot of this same image. So what we'll do is let's make a duplicate shot of the same image, and let's ask Nano Banana to make a full body professional photo of this person wearing a white maxi dress with long brown boots and keep the face and hair intact. And just click on generate. And that's how I got a full body shot. Pretty decent. I think it slightly needs an upscale that you can do directly on Atlabs. I'll just show you how quickly. For upscaling, we have a mini app on Atlabs as well. All you have to do is when you go on the main screen, just click on upscale option and just write upload your image. Let me just show you how. All right, so this is the main landing page. Once you are here, you will see that this is the upscale option. You just have to click on that and just upload your image. You can directly choose it from in the library. Just select that image that we just generated. Now you can select the model, how, what kind of resolution do you want. Let's click on high fidelity for preserving the fine details. Now this is the upscale factor that you can choose 1x, 2 times, 4 times, or 6 times. Let's choose 4 times. And then we have the advanced setting where you select the type of upscale you want. Do you want an uniform upscale for the entire image? You want the foreground to be upscaled, only the things present in the foreground, either a person or an object, or the background, or just both foreground and background, that enhances both the subject and background appropriately. So let's just click on uniform, and you can also preserve, just toggle it on, and you'll see that there are two options. Either you want the face sharpening. I don't want it because right now we already have quite sharpened image of the studio quality output that we generated from Nano Banana. And whatever, if you want to preserve, basically it's for small images, keeps facial features intact during upscaling to avoid distortion, and just click on upscale. And our image has been upscaled. See, we see this fine detailing. You can also see that there are pretty textures and wrinkles on the image. There's sharpness, there's a proper lighting. So the images has been upscaled. This is how the image looked earlier, and this is how it looks now. So yeah, that's a small mini app you can use directly on Atlabs. Moving on to trying all the outfits, and for this one I have chosen this women, and this basically I really like and adore this Rekha ji, and I have chosen her clothing, and we have written a prompt which is a direct Google image editing prompt, and you can use this. So the prompt says create new image by providing the elements from the provided image. Take the person from image 1, which is this, and give them the output from image 2, this, which is this, and the final image should be the person in image 1 wearing the outfit of the person in image 2. So just write that down and click on generate. So we'll see, maybe see how someone would, or you yourself would look in a specific outfit or a designer outfit that you really loved. And this is the image that got generated. Absolutely stunning. I love the output and it was super easy. Loved it. Now you can also try how you would look like in Met Gala or probably your wedding. All right, so the dress is ready. Now let's just try out some hairstyles. Let's see how the output for the hairstyles look like. I've chosen this same image here and I've selected Rihanna's one of the hairstyle. Now the prompt is going to be the same, just like the one for clothing. Just alter it slightly with hairstyle rather than clothes and click on generate. And this is the output. It looks pretty close to Rihanna's hairstyle, and it's adorable. I mean, before a haircut, just ask Nano Banana to hairstyle your entire look, and then you can just opt for it in real. So moving on to the next use case, which is this. So what we'll do is we'll try to change the color of objects without changing anything else in the image. So just I have just uploaded this image. Let me write the prompt, which is change the color of brown L shaped sofa in the background to a yellow sofa. And let's see how that look comes by. Does it really like alter anything else or not? And here is the output. It's everything else is just the same. The plant, the books, the clothing, the face, everything. It has just changed the color of the sofa. Nice, pretty good. So our next use case is colorizing the images. So I've chosen this Charlie Chaplin's image, and we will try to color this and see how the output really looks like. So let's just write colorize the image and click on generate. This is how the output looks like. It has changed the black and white image into a slightly colored image. Now let's just alter the same image with slightly vibrant color. So let me just pick the same image and we'll write the prompt, make this image more vibrant, colorful, and modern. So we'll see how the output changes from this to the new colorized vibrant image. Lovely. I mean, everything is so vibrant, the sky, the flowers, the clothing, and you'll see the difference is spot on. Also, it has slightly like added a sky and everything, but even the colors of the clothes are so vibrant. So pretty good job. Now let's try to alter the camera angle. All right, so I've chosen the same image. Now let's just change the perspective of this image. And I've written that give me the view of this from above looking down on two people. So just click on generate. And this is how the image looks like. Absolutely stunning. It's magical, it'll really help with the flow of any of the films or consistency that we're working on. And you will see that the hand gesture is same. She's holding the two flowers and these were in the background, and now we see that they are exactly in the background and her dress is the same. So pretty good job. Let's try the other way around. Let's try to go back and change the timeline of the images, basically making an image look older. So I've selected this image and let's just write the prompt, which is change this photo to an image that looks like it was taken in the 1930s. Change the women outfit to a woman from that era would wear. And let's see. So I tried, and so this is the output. Basically, in 1930s, you will also see that there is color variation, and I tried multiple shots: 1950s, 1980s, 1990s, and 2000. Absolutely love how they have picked up the entire outfit, and the colorization of the image also quite changed. So pretty good, even good if you want to create a time lapse. Good output, and you can try this for multiple years. Let's try putting ourselves on a magazine cover or a newspaper page or just a comic book cover. So I've selected this image and I'll just write that put this person on a cover of a comic book, and let's see how the output looks like. So this is how the output looks like. I like how it has changed the original image into a comic style, and this Starlight Guardian, it's a kind of a cosmic comic cover page. And similarly, I duplicated the shots and generated this for a newspaper page 3, then this for sexiest women alive, and the outputs are pretty decent. Like you can get the right idea and you can also use them for your birthday cards or parties or just everything that you want to be on. And you can also give a reference image of the magazine or newspaper article. All right, now we'll try to change the style of a portion of an image. So here I've selected this image, and in the edit image, we'll write that make the Raymond wall and Raymond look like 2D whimsical hand-drawn anime illustration, keeping everything else in the image exactly the same. And just click on generate. Similarly, I had one more image. I generated it directly with an image prompt on Atlabs, and let me write the same prompt and just say probably sushi platter and sushi. Let's say sushi and see how the output would look like and generate. This is done and it looks really cool. I mean, I saw this post on Twitter, so I had to try this use case. And you'll see that the bowl has become slightly 2D animation with this smoke and rising up. And this is how the image was. We had this bowl, and this is how it looks right now. And similarly, for the sushi, now you see that parts of the sushi are in 2D animation. This is how the image was earlier, and now this is how it looks like. So we can try altering portions of an image, which is absolutely creative. All right, now I've chosen this image. Let's try writing text over it. I've heard that text ones are really nice and easy. You don't need really Photoshop or everything. So I've written add the text, subscribe to Atlabs AI in the foreground. The text should be large, bold in the photo, and click on generate. And this is how the output looks like. Pretty good, right? The spellings are also right. The text is exactly in the foreground. It is bold, and just the decent output. Heard a lot about how beautifully Nano Banana creates consistent characters. So I've generated multiple images of a creature like this, and I tried two, three images, and these are how these reindeer, basically human face man looks like. So I think I'll go with this one, and let's see. Let's give them multiple use cases, basically multiple actions, and see how it looks like. So make this character in this image playing football. Now I'll just delete this shot and let me just use the same shot for trying multiple outputs. All right, so we have tried multiple shots for the same person that we created, and let's see the on the consistency. This is the deer playing football. This is the deer walking with his girlfriend, and I love how this has become everything has become animated. This is the character working in the office. This is him in a ball dance, and everything around him is in the same species, and of course the fan. So this is the fan moment. So they are really pretty good results and the consistency top notch. Okay, moving on, we have this collage where I've added six objects and we'll try the multi-image prompting. So what we'll do is we'll just give this as a base image and write, create an image of a red linen mat on the grass that has all these items neatly organized on top of it, and just click on generate. There were a lot of Twitter posts where people would like just write the prompt on the images and upload that, and just write a prompt for Nano Banana to kind of read the prompts and just do as so. And that's how it gets done. And now here you'll see, so you can see that this is how the output looks like. There are six objects, which is we can also like create a game out of this, find the objects. So fun. You can do it for your kids. So there are specs, this is the book, the phone, the keys, the apple, and the camera correctly spot on the grass over a linen red mat. Works great. Now try realistic mockups and branding of the items. So I've chosen Atlabs logo, and I'll just say generate an image of a black t-shirt with the logo on it, and I'll just click on generate. Similarly, let me add more shots to this same, and I will just select the same logo and ask it to basically create a cover of a sketchbook with this logo on it. The sketchbook has colored pages, and the shirt is ready. Great mock-up ideas for whatever you want to try with the logo, and it's pretty decent. Like we can also try it with one of the models, and the diary is also ready here. There's this logo and the colored pages. Now let's try one with a model. Create an image of an Instagram influencer model holding out the sketchbook to the camera. And we'll just select the base image, which is, no, actually, let's try here itself. All right, now let's try the same image. I'll try this one, and let's just have an influencer model holding this sketchbook to the camera and click on generate. And spot on, like she's holding, looks like an Instagram influencer. There's logo and the diary. She's holding the diary. So it would work perfectly for any of your brand ads. And now let's move on to the next one. Let's try out a mock-up of a business card. So what I've written is mock up a black business card with this logo on it. It should have my name, Mohini. Atlabs add additional stylized elements to make the business card professional and artistic. So let's click on generate. And this is our output. Pretty decent, right? There's the logo, there's this artistic elements. Mohini Adlabs co-founder, and could say by itself it has given a Gmail. This is how my Atlab business card looks like. I like how nicely it has given the basic, it has kept it professional and added these elements, written the name right. All the spells are correct. Added certain information by itself, but I think one or two variation will kind of give you the right mock-up. Let's try the landing page now. I've given this logo and one screen, and let's write the prompt, which is mockup of a landing page for a site called Gita Ki Baat. Use the logo and the image provided. The site should be spiritually themed and focus on promoting the life lessons for the daily life from the Bhagavad Gita. So we have given the basic information, which is we want the landing page, what is the theme, and what are we basically promoting, and we'll click on generate. The output is here on the base image. I liked how it has actually like generated this, not really spot on, but like there are basic cards which says it's ancient wisdom, practical guidance, spiritual journey, life lessons for daily living, and this little logo and Gita Ki Baat, everything spelled correctly, like a decent mock-up, something which a first draft would look like. Now let's try banner ad. So I've given this as the base image, and let me just write the prompt which says create a banner ad that promotes the purpose Gita ki baat. Be sure, sorry, my bad, to use the provided image with the banner ad and click on generate. And this is our output. Pretty decent. I mean, it has correctly adjusted the reference image that I gave and kind of extended the same color tone. So I think works really nice if you're looking for the right color codes and gradients and variations, and the spellings are right. Gita ki Baat, divine wisdom for modern living, and looks pretty decent. So next we are trying to basically create a YouTube thumbnail. So I've chosen this as the main face. I'll just write the prompt, which is create a clickbait YouTube thumbnail that features the person in the provided image. They should be giving a surprised face look. The thumbnail is about the video for how to use Nano Banana. And this is our output. I really love how it has basically given the facial expression of surprise, how to use Nano Banana. The text is top on, everything is nice. Is this little banana? I don't know what this is. But overall, even if I remove this part, this entire thumbnail is quite quick and kind of ready to use. I really like the output here. And our next use case is let's give this a makeover, and we'll try some landscape designing with Nano Banana. So let's just write the prompt, put beautiful landscape on this yard. And similarly, I have chosen another image, which is this one, and we'll just say enhance the yard with beautiful landscape and design. This is how the yard right now looks like, and this is how now it looks like after the generation. So this is how it looked earlier, and this is how it has added proper beautiful landscaping around the sittings and on the periphery of this entire boundary wall. So it looks pretty good. You can use this as it is and give it to your landscape designer. And here, let's see, we have now here added that do the beautiful landscaping along with the design. So let's just see how this one comes by. And this is how the second output looks like. I slightly tweaked it because earlier it just added the landscaping. The pool was still dirty. So I just wrote clean pool and design. And this is how it looks like with the plantation and a not really clean pool, but decent clean pool. So this, from this to this, quite a good idea to have on the landscaping and the design. Next is interior designing. You can try wallpapers, paintings. All you have to do is probably make a small photo in on Canva and just write and highlight the space. So I've added this rectangle and written put a painting on this frame part of the wall. And now we'll just ask it to complete the prompt in the image by putting a painting of the black frame size. So let's see how the output comes like. And people also tried a lot of wallpapers. They just highlighted the wall with the rectangle and just wrote put wallpaper in this area, and there were multiple options. Now do you see the output? It has generated an painting on the wall just in the exact location, and that's absolutely stunning. I mean, it would be so helpful to try multiple wallpapers or paintings on a specific wall. And you can also give a reference image if you want to like have a specific wallpaper or wall or maybe a showpiece to just see how it looks like. So our next use case is basically creating isometric images of the buildings. This would be really helpful for students or people in the architecture field. So I've selected this image, which I found on of Google in 9 is to 16 for the Taj Mahal. All I'll do is I'll say make an isometric image of the Taj Mahal, exclude the surrounding areas and buildings. And this is our output isometric image of the Taj Mahal, and it has excluded all the other surrounding buildings and areas. Pretty nice. I mean, absolutely good for you can try it out for on different buildings and just see how it looks and comes. So our next use case is creating coloring books. So I have picked this image and I've asked it to convert this image into a black and white outline for a coloring book. Similarly, I've done this for this image, and you can absolutely like use this image for your kids or to create a coloring book depending on the level they are in. Probably like if it's just a fruit, you can just add one fruit or a basket and then slowly increase the level of the drawing or coloring the book for your kids. And look at the output. This is how it was and this is how it looks now. You can also have these side by side so that they can color exactly the same colors. They can fill it with the same colors, and this is how it looks like for the basket. All right, now trying the other way around. This is one of the drawing that my nephew had done, and I am writing that convert this drawing into a realistic image. And similarly, I've created sub shorts where I've added my drawings and paintings, and I'll just ask it to make it into a realistic image. And let's see how the output looks like. So we have the output. This one is a mix of a real flower and still like traces of drawings turned into crayons, and just that the lines are more refined and in the right direction and angles. And this was the painting that I had given. Basically, this I had to basically tweak it slightly, and this is the output. I absolutely love how it is turning the paintings into a realistic person, and this was the painting and this is how the output looks like. I loved it. I mean, this is the exact perspective I had in my mind while I was painting these. Okay, so I've heard that Nano Banana creates absolutely realistic behind the scene views of any film or series. So I have picked this image from Wednesday and I'll just ask it to create the behind the scene view of them shooting the series. And this is how our output looks like. They are standing exactly at the same positions, and there's cameraman, there's lighting, and it just looks so realistic. I mean, this was the image, and this is behind the sea view. Nice, like the output. So Nano Banana also works absolutely in a cool way while generating images using nano bananas. So these are some of the examples that I'll show how I created the image using nano banana on Atlabs directly. So on the screen here, you'll see there's an option called create images. You just have to click on that and just select Nano Banana and just write a prompt that generate a hyper realistic image of Nano Banana trees as realistic and hyper detailed monkeys dressed in jorts climbing ladders to harvest them amid a small village. Show a close up of the people harvesting the Nano Bananas. You can select the screen type and you can select the number of output and click on generate. So these are the outputs that got generated. I also tried something holding a nano banana. Then there's a whole little village where the monkeys are climbing the ladder of these trees. Then I wrote Atlabs AI in nano banana. Then I tried insane ways to use nano banana, and the results are pretty good. You can try it for any of your thumbnails or just for any monkey shot. And that is the end to this tutorial. We have tried about 30 use cases that are possible with Nano Banana. And if you think I have missed any of the use case, do mention it in the comment section and share your knowledge. And if you end up making any of your images or edit any image, don't forget to mention Atlabs and collaborate with us. We would love to see all your outputs. I hope this was a helpful tutorial. Thank you and take care.